Bricks and Minifigs is your one-stop shop for all things LEGO. Hit the link below to find a store near you.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Beyond the Brick. This is Mike. Today we're looking at this abomination, or maybe a beauty depending on how you look at it, the Dark Falcon. And that is a set that will come down in history as something with an incredible lineup of minifigs. You may like it, you may not, but you gotta admit the originality is there. The Dark Falcon kind of struck everybody with this sort of version of the Falcon. It's connected to the Rebuild the Galaxy show that's gonna be coming out on Disney+. And that's basically, if you look at it loosely, what if, like in Marvel, but in Star Wars this time. I personally like this approach, when the set is just made for fun, essentially. It is not really something that canon lovers would probably go lose their mind over, but for somebody like me, a layman person who always wanted a Darth Jar Jar minifigure and now it's actually happening, this couldn't have come at the better time. Now this is an $180 set with 1,579 pieces with 6 very unique minifigures included. So let's try to answer this question if that could convince somebody who's not into, who's maybe into a little bit of the beaten path Star Wars, right? Thanks to LEGO for sending over this set for review here at Beyond the Brick. We're gonna take a look at every aspect of this set. And quite honestly, if you just want a good Falcon, if you care about the ship itself, if you don't have either of these versions, definitely look at the midi-scale Falcon. There's a review here over at Beyond the Brick, so you can check that one out. Personally, that remains one of my favorite Falcons to come out, if not the favorite to come out ever in LEGO. Now I can tell you right off the bat that this Falcon is not very different in style from the 75257 Falcon from the Rise of the Skywalker. It's basically a recolor, so if you have that version, if you care about the ship, stick to that. However, in this version, if you care about the minifigures, this one is a massive win over.
Hey, by the way, if you like the shirt I'm wearing, you can get yours today. These shirts are made in partnership between Beyond the Brick and Bricks and Minifigs stores, so you can get those at participating Bricks and Minifigs locations with all these cool logos and Bricks are my sport, and you can also order one online at the link in the description below.
Alright, but enough jibber jabber, I want to show you what's in the set before we get to the characters. There's a lot of fun to be had with the characters for sure. It's just incredible that this guy is even a thing, right? Let's see how this thing opens up. So if you're familiar with the 75257 version, it's similar with a few upgrades. So accessible cockpit, just like that, and you have, look at this print. That is a printed windshield in dark red, so kind of like a Space Police vibes you would be getting, because Jar Jar is now the Sith Lord behind owning the ship, so he has these beautiful Sith colors. The cockpit here is quite simple, only houses 2 minifigures. You have a little panel here and an entryway, that's pretty much it. And you can also see how there is like a little bit of a gap here that I noticed in this set that is not very good. I don't think the previous set had this gap, but if you attach the cockpit, you're gonna see that there is like a gawking brick in there. The rest of it is pretty much like the old Falcon, so you open this panel first, so that's kind of cool, like it kind of slides off like in the first version, and you can kind of see into the Jar Jar's throne in there. So that is an option to open it up just to see the commander of the ship, kind of cool. He can, I would say, kind of sit there and, you know, just command the ship with like an open space, like a tank. That looks, is that a thumbnail material? Why does it look so funny? I don't know, it's just Jar Jar, I guess, being Darth. Anyway, the rest of it is pretty straightforward, so you open every single panel, like so, to access the interior. Like the design here with the, of course, the corridor for the cockpit access, and the panels in the back open the same way with less panels than we had in the Force Awakens version. Remember that one? That was like a hell lot of panels. But you have this rosette sort of flower with a lot of open space available. So one thing I will notice about this set for sure is that there is almost too much dead space. It's highly open, it can fit a lot of minifigures. You could always ask for more interior design, but this one has just enough To my liking, it could be a little bit more. You can also see how the joint pieces are designed, so they are much more sturdy than in the Rise of the Skywalker Falcon, with an extra lightsaber rod going through these modified 1x1 bricks, so that the panel cannot be removed just accidentally. We're gonna start with this area here and go around the clock, around the Falcon. So we have 2 beds designed here for the crew. There is a small holder for one of the projectiles. You have 3 projectiles in the set. By the way, the spring loaders are like in the previous Falcon, right here, so you can engage them by just putting your finger through those holes, and that's pretty much it, a standard function. Then we have the Jar Jar command room. And the throne, the Palpatine style throne, is removable. You just get it off like slide so. There is a small connector piece that goes to that piece in the back, and there's like a small sort of like a Sith gemstone that's gonna be probably part of the story in the Rebuild the Galaxy. I don't exactly know what it's gonna entail. And I like how they designed it so his big ears can be fitted as well, so there is no problem with sitting the guy. In front of him there is all the command panel of the ship, so those are kind of 3 stickers, right, like that. So there's some systems here. That's a cool thing on this kind of joint piece, so works pretty well. You can adjust the angle if you please. I wanted to point out this connection here, that angle piece that allows you for this panel to kind of align with the cockpit corridor. That thing is there only for this piece to kind of snap into those, between those 2 modified 1x1 plates. Pretty clever how it's kind of secured in place. I've never seen LEGO utilize the friction between bricks to this effect. And maybe if you are already in this area, I want to show you some of the gribbling on the exterior. You have some gribbling here, which is a nice, this kind of roller painter piece. Stickers here, so this set does have stickers, no prints as usual. There are stickers on these vents pieces. Side note here is because those are circular pieces, they're not the funniest, the most fun to apply, so probably I messed up some of the angling, but that's the case with the regular circle pieces in LEGO having stickers. I'm not a fan of that. There's the turret assembly, the quad cannon assembly, that's usual for the Falcons. You got a sticker here and a sticker here. This thing opens up and allows you access to the small assembly for 2 gunners. I like the use of pieces here. There's just like kind of like this minifigure hand piece together with that dual-sided 1x1 brick modified for 2 gunners, so that's kind of the most compact they could get with this setup. And these gribbles here are also featuring some of the stickers. I'm not a fan of the vent stickers that you have to apply. Best way is to kind of put them on the long brick and align them with the studs. That's what I did, and I hope they came out pretty great. But this is just a circular large tile with a sticker on it. And the gribbling is very minimal here, some of these technical elements, some of the roller painters as well. And you can once again see that assembly for the lightsaber rod poking through the joint to make it more secure than the last version. Opening up, this is where the fun begins, I would say. There is some sort of like a storage of these blue containers that Jar Jar has one here. Oh, what's this? Yes, I kept the Vader's mouthpiece in white because probably that's the only time we're gonna ever get this piece in this set. Vader known for having an extra for his chin always, so I keep that piece as a super exclusive piece, to be honest. Here we have the hyperdrive unit with some sort of an insignia or power core in here. Again, probably gonna be explained in the show. Let me just get the focus right here. There we go. And also in that contraption here, in that Space Police red, is basically a holding cell. So to the story, according to the manual, you can place the Jedi Vader in there as captured by Darth Jar Jar. And that's just a simple cell with opening for the front, for the front shield wall, just like so. And moving to this corner, by far my favorite piece of the set, and that is the Dejaric Holo Chess game on PS5. That's right, so definitely a PS5 here. That's Luke's console. Let me see if I can get him onto this setup here. So there's like, where's Luke? Let's go. Okay, so he has the gamepad and his blue milk just chilling there on the couch. Big Lebowski Luke, by the way, the dude Luke. We're gonna get to him in a second. But also these couches also take hints from that room design. Those stickers resemble, of course, the couch style when we see them in the classic Falcon. And the stickers here are super fun in my opinion. You can see the Dejaric game box just on the floor, and this flat TV is also showing the kind of Mortal Kombat style or whatever, or Tekken or Street Fighter Dejaric gameplay. Super fun. And there's one more fun thing behind the look there. Let me see if I can get the focus maybe by removing him. There we go, a surfboard. There is more to it. Luke is surfing on Tatooine apparently. And here's a dad joke. How does one surf on Tatooine? In the Dune Sea. Yeah, okay. Moving on. So as you can see, the interior could use more accessories, like this area feels very empty. This area, I mean, you know, I could point things out. Probably the set would have been more expensive than it is. It's already $180, so they're asking quite a bit for that. So that open space is kind of what it gives you, right? In the form of kind of keeping the set under $200. Still, in my opinion, it's quite expensive. So, but let's get to the minifigures in a second and see if it's valuable. One more thing, I wanted to show you how the sublight engines are built in the back. I'll just close that off, perfect. And basically that's how it looks like. You have this, of course, long flexi tube piece, like not the first time that LEGO did that in the Falcon, of course. The way they achieved the look of the engines in that Sith color is that there is a red brick under and translucent red over, so it gives you that. I think in the original Falcon there was a translucent blue and white under, so that's how they achieved the kind of glowing sub-engine look, sublight engine look. In my opinion, it is detailed, it's not too much gribbling, it has some pieces that show you some of the gribbling, like that silver skate piece, of course. The hatches are kind of, the docking hatches are simple here, some binoculars pieces for this, some telephone handle for this spot here. Yeah, so it's not much, but you know, you don't expect much of the gribbling in a Playscale Falcon. If you want a gribbling, you go for the UCS version. Alright, and now on to what you're actually paying for in this set. I believe the price is what these minifigs are, honestly. Like, for most people, I feel that set will come down in history as something that absolutely will be desirable. The White Vader, Darth Jar Jar, the Big Dude, Big Lebowski look will be highly desired, I don't know, 5 years forward. Beach look is awesome. You can probably recognize the necklace that he has. That is a great Easter egg. Flip-flops, cargo pants, the glasses print, that's the Big Lebowski. Of course, reference, the wavy hair, everything about him, the kind of muscly beach attire. I mean, it's one of the funniest Star Wars figs I have ever seen. I really don't care that he's not canon, I just love that LEGO made him for funsies. And the really cool part is that if you look really closely at his, let me just get his second face so you can see the second face, and also look closely at his shirt. Let's zoom in here a little bit more. Yeah, you're gonna spot a few references. First of all, Tatooine home with two suns, a surfboard and a wave. Again, I made that Dune Sea joke, father joke, for a purpose, so I hope you at least had some fun. Also, the second face is kind of weird on this look, so that's another story. His kind of looks more like the bro Thor from Marvel, if you ask me, from the new Asgard. But also you can see some tiny R2-D2s there, some other maybe references. You can pause here and kind of spot all the references on his sort of open shirt. Really, really, really fun minifigure overall. Our true star of the show, Darth Jar Jar. No printed legs on this guy, so that's, I guess, where they cut a little bit of the corners. He has this kind of Sith-like vest. It's funny because he did wear a vest in the Phantom Menace that's kind of similar to in style to it, but this one is more like a vest a Sith would wear. Printed eyes, very unhappy face expression as per a Sith. He does come with this blue barrel. Again, I don't know what that's gonna be. That's probably gonna be, I just knocked over Darth Dev here in the back. He's probably gonna use this to some kind of, maybe it's something with the Force or some, I don't know, like bottled midichlorians. I don't know, it's gonna be in the show probably. Maybe something about the time travel and the what if aspect of the show will be in that Jar Jar. It's just a good figure overall. Dual lightsaber, of course, like in you would expect from a Sith, resembling a little bit of that Darth Maul, and you can see the print in the back of that plastic piece. I'm so glad that we see his printed molded head return, and yeah, it's gonna be a fun favorite. It's a meme turned into a minifigure and now a character in an official Star Wars show, so that's a long story to go through, right? This minifigure I expect to be, I don't know, $100, $200 after this set retires. The white Jedi Vader is something, I don't know how happened and why we're here. for me, it could be like a minifig that you would get in a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive or something. You know, it's just so out of place, but I love it and it's amazing. So he gets silver details all over the place, silver pauldrons, silver accents on the print. You can see it's reflecting a little bit. A blue lightsaber, of course. And it's kind of like old Anakin head. So they try to, you know, show how a Vader would look like in this good Uncle Jedi version, like he would be the Obi-Wan or something. Again, we have to gonna watch the show, how it turned out, what's the story, how it all happened, why is he good, and at the same time has a Vader outfit. What the heck is going on, right? Let me just show you the back of it, so you can see the print as well. Is that good? Okay, he stands, yeah, it's kind of like tough on this felt pad. But yeah, I mean, that's what I saved the chin piece for his helmet, because this is by far most likely the only time we're gonna ever get a white Vader helmet. I mean, you can paint it yourself now, you can make him a pattern or something cool. And the last three are maybe not as crazy, but still very cool characters. The Darth Rey is something I wasn't expecting. One cool aspect about her is that, well, there is no printed legs or anything, simple outfit, but she does, oh, I just knocked off C-3PO. She comes with this kind of cut down, slimmer cape, so you can see it's not as wide as Vader's. It's like a new cape type I've never seen before, so that's cool. Dual lightsaber that we can see in her vision in the Rise of Skywalker saga. And she comes with two-face expressions, actually. So there is one here. And there is the other one, which is not very different than the first one. I was hoping that we would get something like the shark teeth Rey, like we see in that vision, but it's not the case here. And then we have Darth Dev and the Bounty Hunter 3PO. I don't really know what's up with him. He's gonna be a character in the show we're gonna see. He's a Sith. He does come with two-face expressions, like so. A bit of a smiling one, which is like, for a Sith, that's kind of weird. See the print in the back, and he gets that kind of Winter Soldier style bionic or metal arm with print on it, so that's pretty cool. The outfit is very well printed as well, with printed legs. So he's actually one of the most detailed figs in this pack, in this offering of the set. And then we have 3PO with few changes from your official 3PO. So first of all, of course, the red eyes. He is the same 3PO we would get in the buildable 3PO or the Luke's Landspeeder sets. The only difference is, of course, the dark arm with print on it, so that's really cool, and the red eyes, plus everything else is pretty much similar. Oh, he gets like a little print in silver on his toe, so there you go. That's the 3PO in Bounty Hunter version. So there you have it, the Dark Falcon with a crazy extravaganza of characters. I mean, I'm gonna be fan of these for years. Darth Jar Jar, the dude look, the beach look, Darth Rey, White Vader, I put him on the throne because I think he's my actually favorite from the set. I thought Darth Jar Jar would be the case, but he was so unexpected. And then Dev and 3PO with a set that, you know, it's kind of dividing the community. Is it a really unnecessary set? Could those minifigures be made somewhere else? But we have to wait and see about the Rebuild the Galaxy show, what it actually brings to Star Wars and what are we going to be having fun about. But for the time being, if you don't own any of the Falcons previously, that is a fun addition to get a Falcon in a completely unorthodox way. Otherwise, definitely this Falcon is quite a worth addition to your collection. Also came out this year, so pretty fresh addition. So basically, it's just a playset reimagined, but not much difference, with maybe some quality of life improvements over the Rise of the Skywalker version, the 75257. Anyhow, let me know what you think. Which figure is your favorite? Is it Jar Jar? Is it Luke? Is it Rey? Is it Vader? Is it Dev? Is it 3PO? Or maybe the set alone is just worth the price tag of $180. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Leave a like and subscribe to Beyond the Brick. It was Mike, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Goodbye.